As I continue to share some hopefully creatively written essays, I decided to talk about AI. A lot of people have fears about AI going too far or maybe taking over our military arsenals or controlling jobs, taking jobs away. A lot of fears. It kind of reminds me of the fears we had before Y2K. Of course, this is much larger, but it sounds like something that we can still control. I was interested in some comments made by the Pope. I'm not Catholic, but Pope Leo spoke about artificial intelligence recently, and I believe he's trying to steady the world before it slips into something we can't undo. And his warnings are not the warnings of a technophobe, I don't think, but they're warnings of a man who understands how quickly human beings can lose themselves when dazzled by their own inventions. And as I listen to the Pope, I realize how deeply his concerns echo my own in a lot of ways. I share Pope Leo's fears about AI because he begins where all moral reflection must begin, with the dignity of the human person. He reminds us that no machine, no matter how powerful or astonishing, can ever replace the mystery of human life. He warns that AI risks creating new forms of dehumanization. He's naming something that I kind of feel already, that technology, if left untamed or unexamined, unchecked, can slowly erode the qualities that make us most human. And even now, you see AI changing businesses. It's changing how people interact. It's rare right now, but even people dating AIs. So it's getting pretty complicated already, and it's going to change society as dramatically as the home computer changed us back in around 1990 or so. Pope Leo speaks of a gradual replacement of reality by simulation. That phrase lingers with me, that we could be living in a self-created simulation, which is pretty dangerous because it escapes from reality. It's based more on screens instead of faces, algorithms instead of conversations, predictions, and it's a drift toward a world that is kind of scary, where imitation becomes more convenient than the real thing. And there's a shift that's going on, where we might be getting too dependent already on AI. And I think the Pope's fears are realistic because he refuses to separate technology from responsibility. He warns that AI, when controlled by a small number of powerful actors, can become an instrument of manipulation or a domination. He speaks of opaque algorithms that shape public opinion without accountability. The danger is not that machines will think for themselves, but that they will think for us, quietly and invisibly, and not in the interest of human beings. His warnings about AI in warfare are really scary, and the Pope insists that no machine should be ever trusted with decisions of life and death. To hand such power to an algorithm is to sever the moral chain that binds human beings together. It's the basics of what binds us together. We can't leave decisions about war or nuclear war in the hands of a machine. That's probably the most dangerous thing. So I share Pope Leo's fears, not out of despair, but out of love for what we can be as human beings and what we might drift into if we're not careful. So we must have some way of regulating AI, some way of controlling it, some way of stopping this blur between simulation and reality. So we must take firm control of AI somehow, or it will control us. And I think there are a lot of positive uses for AI, but also some concerns down the road. So if you have comments, put them down on the comment page on either YouTube or TikTok, and we'll see what you think about it. Do you agree with Pope Leo that this could be a gradual replacement of reality by the simulation?